talk about the situation with Cam.
Hey, John.
Hey, man, I'm going to say it. They can't hide the film now. You know what I'm saying? That 3 times.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all not throwing that, none throwing that Atlanta hero quarterback.
Just
cannot beat me.
Can't be for John. Hey, John.
Hey, man, I'm going to say it. They can't hide the film now. You know what I'm saying? That 3 times.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all not throwing that, none throwing that Atlanta hero quarterback.
Just
cannot beat me.
So I guess for people who don't know what's going on, if you didn't see this video, because I felt like all of this was kind of this damn near this and the Angel Reese thing was circulating at the same exact time. Basically what happened, Cam Newton, and I guess some people at first originally thought it was kids. These was grown men, because even when I was listening to Shannon and Ocho last night on Nightcap, and they was talking about it, and they thought it was him fighting kids. So realistically, for people who don't know, because maybe this is your first time hearing it, these were grown men. So that even that video, that dude I just played that clip of, this is a grown man with a full beard, with dreads. This is an adult. This ain't none. These men that you seen Cam Newton manhandling, and again, I always tell y'all, pause, this gonna sound kind of crazy. Size matter. I know a lot of y'all don't want to think, y'all be just brushing it over, and I keep telling y'all to do your push-ups, get into whatever case. If you needed a reason why you should start at least doing 50 to 100 push-ups a day, Cam Newton should show you the difference between going to work out and still having grown man strength. Because Cam Newton got both. And don't get to it, of course, Cam Newton is a huge man, pause. He is not small by no shape or form. But you've seen the difference. There with some random niggas who think they can just do whatever you want. Cam Newton literally took niggas to church. He was manhandling damn near 3 dudes at one time. And I'm talking about, and everybody keep talking about his hat. And I seen Rick Ross, hey, let me tell you something. If you want a podcast, bro, just go get by the microphones. Because you keep trying to chime in on hot topics or whatever the case may be, and you trying to feel like you're doing it in a cool manner. You're not. Go get you a mic and go get you some goddamn cameras and sit your fat ass down and go do a goddamn podcast. If that's how you really feel. Because I see you. I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to do it the Plies way. Both of you niggas stop being cheap. You're supposed to be rich. So go buy you some goddamn mics and some cameras and sit down and do a goddamn podcast. Because I'm cool. Y'all take on the hat. Oh, his hat didn't come off. No, talk about how strong this nigga really is and how he was man. I don't care if his hat didn't come off. What are you talking about? Talk about how this grown man manhandled 3 other grown men. Because y'all thought it was kids and you was kind of like, oh, I'm happy he didn't know. No. I was like, dog, the way that first dude, when they went from that stage all the way to the side, though, he literally took this man by his and literally swung him like a goddamn kid. And so the dude came out and even tried to apologize. He tried to come out and apologize, like, hey, we were wrong or whatever. I don't necessarily know, because I don't know what the conversations be, but I do think even when I was listening to Shannon and Ocho, they both was right. Like, when Cam be out in public, it be too many people feeling too comfortable with trying to disrespect him. And my thing of it is like,
but can we tie that to the situation even with Kevin? I think too many people are, like you said before earlier in the pod, too many people trying to do clickbait, cloudy type of stuff. Because even we tie that into the situation with Kevin Durant and the Dallas Mavericks fan, calling him a bitch. Like, people just try to do it just to get attention or just get a viral moment.
Yeah, I think, and you're absolutely right, and that was what they were saying on it, and I totally agree with you. I do think a lot of times you can tie those two things, and so for people who don't know what Marcus is talking about, it was, or what was that? Was that Saturday night too? Well, it was either Saturday or Friday night. The Phoenix Suns versus the Dallas Mavericks, and let's be clear, the Suns and the Mavericks have like a real rivalry right now, and this was before Kevin Durant even got there. So this was even with Chris Paul and Devin Booker, because I think Chris Paul got into it with some fans because his wife and his kids was at a game, and I think the people sitting behind his wife and kids was kind of like being very disrespectful. And of course, let's be clear, it's Dallas. There's a lot of white people live in Dallas. A lot of those, even when Kevin Durant got into it. And I was kind of like, damn, the dude, it was crazy. Like, you got to go actually watch the video of the 2 people that Kevin Durant got into it with at the Mavericks game, because it was like a huge, fat, hillbilly white woman and a skinny, and when we talking about, when we literally talking about that scenario, the tax situation, it was literally the wide back white woman with the skinny, drunk-looking white dude. So that's why when I'm saying, when y'all talk about the Charlamagne thing and people was getting mad, it was wild back, and the lady was like, I know we skipping all the way, so we'll get back to Cam Newton, but because you tied the two things in together, because which you do go together, because a lot of fans are looking for the clickbait moment. Because even with Kevin Durant, the lady, when Kevin turned back around, he go address them. The lady trying to put her hand out and get some dap from him. Hey, like, and he like, why would I dap you? And you just called me a B. And then the dude told him, hey, I got a podcast. I'm just trying to see if I can get you on there. I just wanted to get your attention. Like, what? That's not how you get my attention. And shout out to Kevin Durant for not getting them kicked out, because he could have easily got them kicked out.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't. He was like, nah, let them sit there and let you kind of you wanted your moment. I gave you your moment. And I'm gonna still show you that I'm the bigger person, that this don't even affect me. But like I said, this just because how the kind of even give a backstory on still with the Mavs and the Suns. Luka has got Phoenix fans kicked out of games because they didn't call him out of his name. And he even got frustrated with a reporter because the reporter was asking him, like, hey, what did they say to you to make you want them to get kicked out? Right. He said, dog, you watch me go back and forth with fans and other players. If I ask somebody to get kicked out, I'm not going to repeat what they said, but obviously it had to be something ridiculous if I got them kicked out, because if you report enough games to know that I go back and forth with everybody. So if I felt like it was that much disrespectful, don't question why I got them put out. They said something, I'm not going to repeat what they said, but obviously it was flagrant enough for me to get them put out the game. So that is a heated. So the Mavericks and the Suns even with their fans and the players on both sides have a disdain for each other. So but I do agree with you. I do feel like it's kind of just like you live in that clickbait culture. Like some people just kind of just they looking for their moment. And I think people maybe sometimes where it's like, and I'm sure for you, I don't necessarily like, because you can't, the crazy thing is like,
we don't know what happened before
what even led up to the whole situation. But of course you can see those people, they swung on Cam Newton first. It wasn't like he swung on them, but I don't necessarily know what the conversation was. But you can see from this video, this happened, the dude was talking, this happened before the fight broke out. So if that was the energy he was already bringing, I'm sure he probably was trying to disrespect Cam. And like I said, you've seen so many from previous years of him doing these camps and these 7-on-7 tournaments. Even the kids,
little boy,
it was the little boy. He was getting back and he was saying, "Oh, you ain't you know what I'm saying? You said you a free agent or whatever." He's like, "Dog, Cam, like I still was I won a national championship as a college athlete, and I still was a league MVP. We won 16. We went 16-1. What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
So for even just for that, but again, and that's why most people thought it was kids again, because we seen Cam kind of just allow the disrespect. Like he cool with going on the back and forth with the kids and allowing them to kind of get it off and get their moment. So I don't necessarily know when somebody coming in with that energy, like I'm gonna show you he's a bum. You never played in the NFL. You cannot show me Cam Newton is a bum on no type of nothing. Mm-hmm. I don't care how y'all feel, but Cam Newton ain't putting them outfits he putting together ain't cheap. It don't matter how, if you don't like him or you like him, how you feel about how he dressed. This nigga ain't broke. He's far from broke. Like, don't ever get it twisted. Like, that's but again, like you said, we just live in a day and age where people be so pressed for you. You want your moment, you got it. And I can't even imagine, like, you are a coach, like, how, if I'm a parent and you got to kind of like, do I still want him coaching my kids?
Nah, he out. Unless it's his organization that he was running, he out of there. If you under somebody else, I don't see them even bringing you back, because people just gonna be like, well, damn, now I got to worry about my child picking up that bad habit.
Yeah, that bad behavior. Yeah, like you're
not in your own, like if it was his own organization, then of course you can still, but if he under somebody else, I don't see them bringing him back. You gotta find somewhere else.
Yeah, shout outs to Cam for holding his own. I was like, damn, this thing, like, you know what's so crazy? It was a picture that was floating around, and of course they pulled up the game manager, because I didn't know Dak must have got knocked out before. I think Dak was at like a South Beach, or he was somewhere like on a beach somewhere. I guess he was fighting some drunk people, and somebody knocked him out. Like it was literally a picture, like it was a picture of Cam Newton. Matter of fact, I guess like choking out somebody, and then it was a picture of Dak laid out in the street sleep. So they were saying the game manager and whatever the other little thing Cam said, game changer. So it was like, the Cam situation, it was kind of just like, I was happy though. I ain't gonna lie, he did his.
Cam is a big nigga.
Yeah, he like 6'5", 6'6", and like 262 something. Because Shannon Sharp was saying, he's like, I literally just did his podcast like 2 weeks ago. Y'all think I'm big? Cam Newton is bigger than me. So I don't know why y'all thought you could sit here and just be like, you just gonna play with him like that.
It's crazy.
The only one thing that confused me when I was watching that video, it was like the one dude who came up and looked like, I couldn't tell if he was trying to hit Cam Newton or was he trying to help him
with the white t-shirt.
Yeah, with the white t-shirt, because it looked like he was trying to help him afterwards.
I don't know.
I couldn't tell. Like I couldn't tell even if that punch that he swung, did it hit Cam or did it hit the other? No, it definitely hit somebody.
Because that's why. I was like, damn, this nigga jumping around. Ain't nobody hit him yet. Like,
yeah, so I couldn't tell who he was with. Like if he was helping Cam or he was what he had going on. But it was just like, I ain't gonna lie to you, Cam Newton, I take my hat off to him. Like I'm sure realistically it'll make a lot of people, because of course, like we talked about it a few weeks ago, when Cam had his critiques on Dak and on Purdy, and people on ESPN was kind of like getting out of pocket with Cam Newton when they was giving their opinions on him. I'm sure 100% positive it's going to make a lot of people think twice on how they respond with Cam Newton moving forward for the next couple of years when he giving his takes and his opinions, because he stand firm on it. Like I just appreciate that, and I do it just as
Stand on business.
yeah, exactly. no boy, like he put the definition on standing on business. Cam Newton definitely he put that one.
Now, how often do he do his
Which show, the Funky Friday or the 4th and 1? Because he got 2 different shows.
Oh, okay. See, I thought it was just pizza. I thought Funky Friday was like the show, and that 4th and 1 was just like pizza.
No, 4th and 1 is something he just recently added.
Okay.
I guess maybe probably even realistically watching Shannon do 2 separate jokes.
Okay.
Because at one point in time he was only doing Funky Friday. So Funky Friday was a joke where he was basically interviewing other
people.
celebrities and in whatever case maybe, or other like popular people on social media.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 4th and 1, but basically just him started to talk about football.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, which is smart because that's what Shannon do. He got Club Shay Shay and then he got Nightcap. It's 2 completely different shows. Yeah. So so he's smart. And the shout out to Shannon for he did a joint with Johnny Manziel on Club Shay Shay, and then that nigga Johnny Manziel said he lost 40 pounds from doing coke after he got cut from the Browns. One, Johnny Manziel, lucky he's still alive. Though, imagine losing 40 pounds off of just having a drug addiction.
But he kind of big country white, ain't he?
Johnny Manziel? He was, not no more.
Yeah.
Not no more. Hell no, not no more.
Because I don't think he was. He ain't never looked like he was in shape. So that's why I'm.
Yeah, he never was like no crazy like cut up
like Josh Allen type. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, like a Josh Allen. But he probably was smaller than Josh Allen. I don't think he is as big as Josh Allen is. Yeah, but like that form of So it was a video of damn. I keep hate when I say It was a video of Lil Meech getting his hair braided by a dude, and this is
what?
that's
who that was?
Yeah.
So